All right, we're back. We're back. My bad on technical difficulties and dumb shit be happening on my end from my non-use and expertise with streaming. My bad, folks. My bad, Ken, folks. So what we gonna do here is have us a good old open mic night where we just freestyling with the fuck we thinking, our thoughts, the so on and so forth. Yeah. Let me make sure I did this correctly. Boom. That's in my comments. And yeah, my fault. Technical difficulties being what they is, being what they are. Let me go ahead and let everybody just jump on in. Some people are like, yeah, ask me anything. Others are like, fuck that. What's going on with you, bro? I want to know any grievances, any problems, any issues, things that you may be going through. You're free to share here because trust and believe you ain't the only one. The reality of what is ain't always what is. Okay, I got some weird white folks and the dog don't like them. I don't know what the fuck up with that shit though. What the fuck is juice, nigga? Dave Chappelle. It's gonna be one of them nights. I just see. I see it. I see. Anyway, so my brother salute to y'all and somehow, some way, this thing here that we share and keep amongst ourselves seems to be powerful. Because if it wasn't powerful, it wouldn't be this much bullshit and this many distractions. But as always, it is, and the show must continue. Open mic night was something that I grew up hearing about. Right, open mic night was a chance for all the individuals to come on down. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like Johnny Carson or The Price is Right and shit. Come on down, god damn it. Because open mic night was the thing that kept us um, connected. You know what I'm saying? If you got smoke for somebody, shit, nigga, even me, I don't give a fuck. For real. You can air that shit out. You know what I mean? Air that shit out. I want to take this little platform here and do a bunch of things with it. My G, I got smoke for Kendra G. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like the way she took Mr. Samuel's platform and copied it and made it into some bastardized version for hard head hoes and big head bitches. You did. I don't like that. I don't like that part. I don't like that part. I might fuck around and show up in the jump one day and y'all see me. I might have to cam up. You know what I look like. And I'll just tell good old Kendra that why you here? I'm looking for hoes, Kendra. And I heard this where all the hoes at. I might motherfucking just do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just super duper uber mega troll that bitch. I might do that. Cause I don't care. It's not gonna stop my money. It's not. It's possible. It could happen. I might just turn around and start showing some eh, opposite of love to motherfuckers. But anyway, grievances, problems, issues, situations, whatever you got going on, it's an open mic. You can air that shit out. We can chop it up. We can talk about it. I ain't got forever, but I got right goddamn now. And if you got an issue, let's go in. Let's go and see if we can get you through it. And you know, convince you to share. Y'all know my whole goddamn life, bro. Y'all know my life. I done shared my goddamn life over here on this thing called the internet. And we all know it's forever. And you can fact check me. You can fucking fact check me. You know what I mean? The power of this thing is immense and it's amazing. So at the end of the day, uh, being open and being honest, it helps. I had my brother Broken Blade uh, do a video. Well, I'm sorry, I said it wrong. I'm, I didn't have. I watched my brother Broken Blade do a video and come out his shell a little bit and tell you his story. And it's power in that shit, bro. One of the first things the gynocracy does is they try to shame, blame, and guilt you into silence, right? And I noticed they always do it like they can do this shit in secret. I'm thinking about starting me up a whole another service. You know me. I'm always planning different things, looking at business and mapping shit out. I was gonna call it damn, I wish Saul was here, but he can help refresh my memory. But I was gonna call it God damn it, disrespect gram or you know what I'm saying? Something simple. But I think I wanna rename it to like Domahose. You know what I'm saying? Domaho out. Nigga, tell me what that bitch did. And we can call that hoe and cuss that bitch out for you, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like just straight up get on the phone, give me your Instagram, give me your goddamn Facebook, give me all her social media shit. We'll sort through that motherfucker and we gonna call that bitch and cuss that hoe the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Domahose. You know what I mean? It sounds similar. I know. But Domahose. And we'll just, roll up. Hello, is this Felicia? Yes, I'm Felicia. Yeah, bitch, I heard what the fuck you did last summer, ho. With your nasty ass going down to Cancun, getting slutted out by them three dudes, then bought that stinky coochie with the bad pH back to your man. Dama hoes, my nigga. Let me let me cuss that bitch out for you, cuz. It would be my honor and a pleasure to tell that bitch how raggedy and rotten she is for all the fuck shit she pulled, dog. I will do that. I will do it. It's a paid service, but fuck it. Let me put that bitch on Front Street, and we can start building a roster of all these raggedy bitches that's on this bullshit. That way, we have a full Rolodex of niggas. Stay away from her. She gave Ray Ray the clap. Oop, nope, not me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? While she was pregnant, the baby what? Oh no. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if y'all think Domahose would be a good thing. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if I'm the new dude and I don't know this bitch history, if I can't pull out the whole facts on her, I don't know what the fuck this Holden did. You know what I'm saying? So now we can start giving each other the heads up. Fuck it. Domahose it is, my nigga. Let's create a motherfucking portfolio on these bitches. It's like LinkedIn and shit. It just read. What's this Holden done? Body count. Abort. No, can't say that word. So I'll be careful. Deletions. Damn. What's your worth, bitch? $95,000 in student loan debt? Nah. What's your credit score? 300. I'm done. I'm good. Conversation over. Here's $100. Or and that's being generous. That's what some good old coochie and some head costs. You know what I'm saying? Domahose. Niggas need to know. Domahose. But I'm in rare form. Again, this is a call-in show, and my brothers are lining up. This is the first of many that will occur. And I got somebody backstage that's had a tumultuous experience. For the sake of his profession and his own personal private security, I will refer to him as bro. And he will refer to me as bro. But bro is going to tell you some information, you know what I'm saying, that is vital. He's going to give you some information and some game that can help spare you a whole lot of heartache and pain. He's going to tell you his story and how he went through certain things. He agreed to open mic night about talking about a bitch and what a bitch done. This is a concept that we came up with a little while ago, but the question was, do I do it? You dig what I'm saying to you? Do I do it? Do I really want to do it? Because most motherfuckers can't handle just hearing the truth, bro. You know what I mean? Hopefully sooner rather than later, we can have a whole Dama Hose Out telethon going on around this bitch. And y'all gonna have to donate to that. You know what I'm saying? Not because I need the bread, but because it's just showing love. Dama Hose, call in and tell us what this bitch done. Dama Hose, let us know who the fuck we need to stay the fuck away from. Dama Hose would be a hell of a business venture, brothers. You know what I'm saying? From sexy red to she got cats eating on her because she the other word that rhymes. So yeah. Just some thoughts. Just some thoughts from my melanated, magnificent motherfucking mind out this bitch. Give me 2 seconds. Let me hit these comments with my brothers. Oh, Tevin King. As always, salute, brother. Salute. If you want to, you can dime a hoe out too. You can dime a hoe. You can dime a hoe out too, cuz. Dime a hoe. Drop a dime on that hoe. Let everybody else know what the fuck she done. And why you ain't fucking with her no more. You know what I'm saying? Oh, first time seen Snowman. Oh, Snowman, you in here? God damn it. That's what I'm talking about. Tevin King again. Mm-hmm. And then my brother, Inspired Truth. Yo, I feel bad for you know what, Inspired Truth. What I'm gonna do, I gotta post some more of your stuff to my community tab because bro, you be on it. You be on it. And you say I gotta put you put it so eloquently. Unfortunately, brother, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna tell you that bitch pussy is on none. But don't be like me. Don't be like me. This whole channel is based on don't be like me and don't make my mistakes because I fucked up. Learn from this shit. But we're gonna dime some hoes out tonight. All right. And let me hit my folks up in the background. What up? Where you at? Got you, bro. I respect, bro. I respect what what you brothers put out there. Cause trust me, like everybody else, I consume content too. You dig what I'm saying to you? I consume content too, and it's information. It's exhortation. It's it keeps me going. And Inspired Truth, you done kept me going more than a few goddamn days, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I got hard days too. You know, where I be like ready to throw the fucking phone and kick the damn door down and be like, fuck this shit and pitch a bitch. You know what I mean? I do. I do. You know what I'm saying? And your content keeps me level. 1 second. Good people dial. I guess. No man. Bang. Bang. Oh, Snowman, give me one. Give me a hot little second, good sir. I gotta get this brother back in rotation real fast because his story is a bit of a bear, dog. I know yours is too. I know yours is too, bro. I know. All right. I think I'm back. All right, cool. I just fired that one off. See, what I've learned is uh, hmm, what I've learned is the more we start talking and sharing information, the better we get. And here's the reason why. A bitch gonna have to lie on you. She gonna have to defame your name. You know what I'm saying? She gonna have to call you the worst motherfucker in the world. She gonna have to fake, be fraudulent to tear down the man that you are and everything you've done, and fake like you were never the man that you ever could have been. But all you got to do is tell the truth on the hoe. You know, you did. All you got to do is just tell the truth. Just tell the truth. And when you do, they fucking hate you for it, bro. They'll if a bitch find this channel right now, oh my god, he's misogynist and he's this and he's that. Yeah, bitch. And what? I don't like the fuck shit you do. Dime hoes. Everybody just start telling the goddamn motherfucking truth and hold the mirror up to how ugly their behavior is, how despicable their behavior is, how dysfunctional their behavior is. And you can literally come out on the other side better. Like, we ain't got to lie. That's the one thing about this space and this sphere. We ain't got to lie. We figured that part out quick, ASAP. We ain't got to lie. We can just tell the truth. You know how simple that shit is? Talk and tell the truth. And everything else ain't an issue. Damn. Let me see. There we go. There's the brother I wanted to introduce y'all to. What up, champions first? I see you pimping. At the stage. There it is. Open mic night. Good sir, how you? Hello? You muted, brother. You muted. Hmm. Guess guess bro's having some technical difficulties right now. Click that part off. Boom. Ah. See, this is the problem with technology. Everything good until it ain't, man.
Yo,
Straight up. Bro,
bro,
what's going on with your family?
man, what's happening?
Same old shit. We doing our very first call-in show, and I'm honored to have you here, good sir.
Thank you, sir.
Uh,
Glad to be here.
well, your story is one that bears sharing.
Most
It's a
definitely.
caution. It's a cautionary tale, but it's also a new beginning that occurred in your life. And at the end of the day, you can't make this shit up, bro. You can't make this shit up. You
No, you
can't.
can't make this up, man. Most definitely. I mean, if you are, shame on you. You need to find a life or something to do
Yeah.
with yourself or your life.
Right.
Yeah.
True. True indeed. Would you care to share with the people just a little bit of your backstory and your history, sir? You know, the things that turn motherfuckers into a supervillain. Out this bitch. For
Oh,
real, for real.
okay. So I say it like I don't know. Come from a contracting and uh, actually, yeah. No, I'll say, well, they were both kind of intertwined right around the same time. Come from a contracting and drug trafficking uh, origin and roots and upbringing, and so I kind of went from that to doing my thing until I was like, say, 37 years old. You know what I'm saying? Been with many women. You know what I'm saying? And there was like four of them that I was supposed to have kids by, but for whatever reason, it kind of didn't happen. Not because the mothers not because the mothers didn't carry full term or there was any type of miscarriages or anything like that involved. It was basically like um, they wanted to lock me down, and coming from where I come from, I kind of got like commitment issues. I'm a runner by nature, but I don't run from my position. But when it come to when it come to things of that nature, like linking myself with another, you know what I'm saying? I kind of have troubles um, committing and settling down, right? So, long short, them other four women, they offed our child and our kid that we were supposed to have together, and so 37 years old, I had my first child with a woman that carried our child full term. Okay, so I'm 42, and I'll actually be 43 in minutes. You know, tomorrow's my birthday, September 14th. I was born in 1981, and so yeah, I'll be 43 tomorrow. My daughter, who I have full time now, she is currently with me right now in her bedroom, and so yeah. But I mean, from 37 to 42, like she's almost six. But it's just it's it's been a ride. I'll say that. I'll say uh I'll say it's been good, bad, and different. You know, you know, um, like psychosis, manic thoughts, and depression, and anxiety, and PTSD from like wars in the streets, and like I'm from the streets. You know what I'm saying? That's all I knew growing up, really. And the mother, she been like sheltered or whatnot, so she liked to play in the streets now that she's older or whatever, and I guess that she's got freedom away from her mother and her family a little bit or whatever. She grew up in a Jehovah's Witness family and type setting and background, and so I guess she really lived like a sheltered life or whatnot. But nonetheless, though, she's tried to like carry my child out into the streets with her. And like I don't gang bang or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm a real gangster. Like, I don't fuck around when it come to shit, you know what I'm saying? And especially when it come to people that I love. You know, Kevin Gates said some shit that resonated with me so profoundly, you know what I'm saying? When he said that my heart bigger than my body. I understood that for what it was, you know what I'm saying? Because when I love hard, and like the people the people in my circle and the people that I bleed for. Like, bitch, I bleed all the way out for you. You know what I'm saying? If I love you, or if I admire you, or if I hold you in high regard, or um, when I speak to you, if I have a certain level of admonition for you, they ain't no level or they no extremity that I won't go to for you. And that's just the real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know no other way to be. Man, I'm not gonna water me down, you know what I'm saying, for the sake of pacifying whoever you may be. You understand what I'm saying? That's just me and who I am. But man, I mean, it's I'm not gonna lie, like God, and like it's like the shit run deep because it's like I thought like the family that I would have had or that I've had my whole life, right? Like they would have given me support and trying to make sure that my daughter is able to grow up like a child. You know what I'm saying? Like she wouldn't have to put up with like all the bullshit that they know for a fact that the mother have been dragging her through. You know what I'm saying? And dragging me through, but you know, um, I never really received that type of support from the folk that I had expected it from most either. That shit kind of fucked me up as well. Um, it's been hard, but it's been gratifying. It's been perilous, and on the road and the journey has been very daunting. You know what I'm saying? It's like this shit never ends.
Can I
But hmm?
can excuse, forgive me
Go
for
ahead.
forgive me for stopping you, sir. But
Nah,
let me ask you a question.
talk to me.
You said you a contractor, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So as a contractor out here, let's say if you had to put a average on your monthly earnings, what would it be? And was that enough to I'm gonna just call it what it is. Make your daughter's mother make her act right.
Hell yeah. I'm saying, even on. So I'll say this: it's like I'm pulling out of like $120,000 deficit right now in 4 years. Like I said, my daughter's almost 6. I think I tried to make it work with her for like 2. Right around 2 until I just had enough of a shit, and I was just like, fuck off, bitch, and I kicked her out the fucking house, and like we ain't spoke since. My mother is the one that takes care of. My mother's the one that takes care. She's like the um not the mediator because I don't speak with her. She is the go between, or the yeah, she's the go between me and the mother of my daughter. For I can't think of the terminology I'm looking for right now. But she's the go between me and the mother of my daughter, so that she deals with like drop offs and pickups and things of that nature. But like I said, I'm working out of like $120,000 deficit, domestic charges, as long as I am, and as long as I am tall, and I'm like 6'2". You know what I'm saying? So you can just imagine what I was dealing with. Um, and I'm not gonna get too far off. But all this kind of plays into itself. So I had to hire a private polygraph examiner to hook me up to a lie detector test to save from going to prison for domestic charges back in 2020, and that's when the full separation like happened. Um, but even though like the 120,000, see, it's not so much about the money, more so than what it is about like my credibility as a contractor, and like even though I beat all my charges, and they didn't materialize into convictions per se, but the charges still remain. For those of you that know anything about law, the charges are still, it's still a charge, and it still remains on there regardless of whether or not you were not convicted of that offense or not. So it's like my credibility as a person and as a contractor, and everything that I've built my world around has kind of came tumbling down and crashing. And the rubble has been left, piled around my neck and over top of my head. So, but even like say for instance, like the last 3 weeks, I made a like 11,500, and I mean, like, really, that ain't shit, man. Like normally, and it's just me right now, right? So like normally I got about 2 or 3 good guys. We don't run with a real big unit, but we are solid as shit and we are effective. You know, um
Hmm.
I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina, and so like the areas of the city that I touch on, they're like the upper elite, upper echelon type um people in the areas that I deal with. We'll say like Lake Norman and Ballantyne and Steel Creek area, right around the border where you got Fort Mill, South Carolina. That's really coming up a whole lot. Myers Park area, historic Dilworth. Things of that. I mean, we don't fuck around. Like when I say that we offer the best finishing services that you can find in this part of the eastern border. I'm not playing.
So
So I mean,
let me ask you a question.
sure.
If you had to put it on a scale, right? if work is going slow in
Hmm.
comparison to when work is booming,
Right.
and a month where work is slow and a month where work is booming, what how radical are the price differences in as far as actual uh pay that you make that you get you get to keep and take home with you? You know what I'm saying?
Big difference, man. I mean that $11,500. That shit's like pocket change. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like going and cashing a 20 at a convenience store. You and your daughter or you and your old lady or something. Y'all go and you might grab your old 32-ounce Modelo. You know what I'm saying? Only the best, baby. Brewed for the fighter. You know what I'm saying? And brewed with a fighting spirit. But you might grab you a $5 32-ounce Modelo, and she might want a Slurpee or a slushy with a fucking beef jerky stick. You know what I'm saying? The pocket change that you gonna get off of that 20. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what that $11,500 in 3 weeks is to me. The guys that are well, see, I'm in an area of my life and in an era of my life where it's like I'm back to roots now. Um, got a little $150,000 worth of like trucks, tools, materials, assets, and shit like that I have. But as far as like cash flow, I don't really got a lot right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the reconstruction phases of my business as well as myself. But
Okay.
I would say like maximum at a month. I mean, me and two other guys, we'll turn 65, $75,000 a month. So
And
it's a substantial difference. Like I should be grossing at least another $50,000 a month right now.
see, that's that. But knowing that you have that kind of earning potential, to quote Uncle D, one of the first things that they do, they come after your pocket. They try to slow down your cash flow. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? I learned that the hard way myself,
right,
dealing with my situation when I was dealing with it. When you can keep throwing money at it, but you can't. That money ain't gonna make a hard head hoe behave, bro. It's never gonna do it.
no,
That's just gonna be a wealthier, hard headed hoe. That's buying more gifts, and after you dish out all the gifts and accoutrements to that hoe, she's still gonna be a hard headed fucking hoe, dog. It just is what it is. And they can call this hate speech or whatever, but at the end of the day, ain't no lies being told. A hard headed hoe gonna do what a hard headed hoe gonna do.
right,
And me and you can talk like this because I know your situation, you know mine. We chop it up. We know each other in real life. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But that message right there is a bit of a bitch because a motherfucker ain't used to turning $11,000 in 3 weeks. That's not the norm for a lot of people. But me and you have had those $30,000 conversations.
Sure.
And after we've had those $30,000 job conversations, we were talking about the other conversations that involve the major corporations that can get us some meals. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But no matter how much bread you throw at it, if you got a hard headed hoe in your midst, she will always fucking betray you. She will
Facts.
find a way to.
Facts.
And she will try to use your kids against you.
That's a
This the
big
part,
thing.
bro. I've been saying this shit for the longest, but not everyone understands where I'm coming from. Like literally, I'm the guy that is telling the project manager what the fuck to do on the job because I'm handling all the other like pertinent important shit, and he is beat red or she is beat red in the face because most PMs they don't look like me or you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They they beat red in the face because this nigga that's 5'9" with this beard told me what to do, and the nigga right. The nigga
Right.
I gotta listen to this nigga, but he gonna save my job though. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Believe
They
that.
they they, they hate that part. They
Right.
despise that part. But after all that is said and done, ain't near dollar amount gonna make that bitch listen if the bitch ain't listening. So all
Right.
you left with is a bunch of money, a big bag, and a bitch that's gonna try to blow it. Man. You know what I'm saying?
That's a
And
fact.
when I say it, motherfuckers be looking at me and listening to me like, yeah, yeah, well, maybe not, nigga. I don't know. No, it's real. It's a real thing. Whether you're a doctor, a lawyer, or like again, a good example, the president, Obama. Michelle was talking shit about him. It's in their nature. It's
Right,
this shit is imprinted at a fucking genetic level. And everyone knows I'm a contractor. This is what I do.
right.
But even me being a contractor, even me being a war zone contractor, want none of that enough to make that whole listen. Her
Believe it.
whole mission was to destroy me, Slim.
Yeah,
And
and that's what I dealt with. Like, she looked me in the face and told me, she was like, you deserve to be locked up in prison for life or dead. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, good luck, bitch. I mean, you done. I mean, the government been on my ass my whole life, motherfucker. Go talk to them about it. They got $500,000 of my money. It's no problem. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, bitch, you know, I've lost 100,000 battles, but a war, I know no loss. All right, believe that shit. You know what I'm saying? They get me for fucking drug trafficking when I'm 19. I'm pulling a 70 to 84 month bid. Bitch, what happened? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you what happened. 2 years straight, I go in that motherfucker and I put my nose down. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers, some motherfuckers might look at it like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like you ain't stand on business. No, no, my nigga, I stood on all the business. You know what I'm saying? You
Mhm.
busted my locks with your fucking steel toe boots, wiped my hygiene out, blase blah. You know what I'm saying? You never came up a strong arm a motherfucking thing from me on God. And so I mean, like for the people that were locked up with me in the time and era that I was locked up, you know exactly what I'm saying is the goddamn God's honest. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, you do all that shit to me, but for 2 years, I got my nose down and I got my nose in them books, man. And so I get my little GED thing, pass that shit with flying colors the first time I take the test, and move on from there to take every course that North Carolina Central University has to offer. I was locked up at Polk Youth Institute, you know what I'm saying, the old Polk, where you could wear jewelry and you could wear your own sneakers and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like from out in
Mhm.
that world. So that shit was
Mhm.
rough. Like when I say it was rough, it was rough. So for those of y'all who don't know what Polk Youth Institute is, that shit's like a close security youth facility, processing camp. But a lot of people they did their whole bid on, like there was some motherfuckers that were at Polk from the time they were like 17 years old, and some of them motherfuckers were like 22, 21, and 22 on that compound. You know what I'm saying? Like, and them motherfuckers, like I know you ain't, at 22, you're not no youth like you know. 17 and 18 and shit. Like it's a big difference. Not a big difference as far as like an age gap, but that's a big difference as in maturity and maturation of a man, them 5 years. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
took all them courses. So I took community college courses during the morning, and I took 4 year I took like not 4 year, but I mean, I took like real university courses at night. At night. So from 7 in the morning to 7 at night, man, I'm going to school, and by the time that I come out, I pull out with an associate's degree from UNC Chapel Hill in business administration communication. And so, like once I
Damn.
got out in '04, I did so good, right? That
Right.
I paid that bread and got this is when we was getting time cuts and shit back in the day and shit, right? So, like I put that bread up and got brought back into court, and they gave me a motion for appropriate relief due to my scholastic achievements.
Mm.
And so from like 2 years after I got out of the penitentiary, I started did the same business that this bitch has basically just smeared me in the fucking streets with. You understand what I'm saying? With all these domestic charges and all this shit. So from
See.
2000, 2 years after 2004, from '06 all the way up to the present time right now that we talking about right here and now, I've been running my own shit coming out of the penitentiary as a drug trafficker, you know? So,
Look,
but I mean,
try to refrain from using those that word right there because YouTube is a bit of a bitch. It's not about the monetization. It's more so about making it so that I can lead a video up because I want this to be something for everyone to hear. That way they know the motherfucking proof's in the pudding. I've been saying it, bro. It don't matter where you come from. It don't matter your beginnings, dog. It don't matter how shit started. Where you at today ain't got to be where you are tomorrow, Slim.
Believe
Like
that.
I done some shit I can't and won't talk about, but the shit I do talk about is the lighter, nicer stuff. You know what I mean? But I
Mhm.
I know about them scales and the measures. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I you before I put it to you like this: before they had back in the day, before these all these stores were selling pre roll ups, nigga, that was
Hmm.
my idea. That was
Right.
my idea, dog. I feel like they stole. Somebody owe me some motherfucking money around this bitch. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I'm waiting for my motherfucking check. Who got my money? You know what I mean?
Believe that.
But 'cause to quote my man Rich Turner in the chat, salute to you, big bro. I done all the Pookie and Ray Ray shit. I've been there. I lived that life already, and
Right.
then I chose to put me in a different position. You know what I'm saying?
Believe that.
And I had to be the one that chose that shit.
Right.
You had to be the one that chose that for your life. But at the end of the fucking day, at the end of the goddamn day, once you've gone through the process and the genesis of becoming a fully developed, fully realized, actualized man, and you out here making moves and you got your own business and contracting, at the end of the fucking day, here Keisha come to try to throw a monkey wrench and everything. That's
Right.
the part right there that I really want to zero in on because that success breeds jealousy inside of them. It don't
So,
matter how many degrees she got, how many motherfucking courses she done took, how no matter how big her trophy wall get, bitch, you ain't making the same kind of money I'm making. Bitch,
mm-mm.
you ain't talking about making for you 11 G's in 3 weeks is bad. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
I I
bad. That's not
I,
good.
I agree. I agree.
That ain't no
I
money.
agree
That ain't no money.
wholeheartedly. That's a quarter of that whole paycheck for the year, my G. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And
Right.
bitches hate that shit. They can't stand it. They'll eat off it though, and they'll take the benefits that come from it, but they gonna hate you for it and try to slide you or have slight against you because of it. They
Or
can't do what you do.
sure. Or I think like now this is my personal opinion and shit, right? But I think it's the fact that like so if you show any if you show any signs of an aptitude to 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 not yield to them, you understand what I'm saying? To where they
Mm-hmm.
can harness that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? What it is that you are accumulating, or what you have the ability to procure, then it's fucking war. As long as they can control what the fuck it is that you bring to the table, skill set, from a skill set standpoint to to all the way to a place to where like they can totally dominate you, then
Yeah.
then in there lies the problem,
Yeah.
honestly.
All right.
Because you can earn, and that's fine, but wherein they can't control you,
That's the
therein lies the
problem.
problem.
That's the problem. That's the
Therein
problem.
therein lies
That's
the
the problem.
problem, because you can earn all fucking day long, but in the back of their head, possibly, and I'm just giving a scenario. I'm not saying that this is exactly what they're thinking, because who knows what's in the mind of a female, really? You understand what I'm saying? Like that book, "Men Are
Shit.
from Mars, Women Are from Venus." Like you never know what a woman's thinking. You understand what I'm saying? But I,
Shit.
I would, I would, I would dare to say, right? And this is just what I think is that, all the time while you're forming and while you're catching traction, and while you're getting motion, and while you're procuring, and um while you're doing things on that level, it's like if they don't have control over it, or if they don't have no control over you, which means that they don't have no control over what you're procuring from an asset standpoint, then in the back of their mind, it's like, well, at any given time, he can just take his shit and take his value and take his worth and up and dump my ass and go find
Mhm.
another bitch.
Facts. Facts. That's that,
So
that's
so
that's exactly what they think.
exactly.
That part right there.
So then if I can't control him, it don't make a fuck what he's providing or what he's buying, or you know what I'm saying, or what he's getting me, or any of this shit. If I can't have it all, then
Yep.
at any given time, he has the ability to dump my ass off on the curb, say fuck me, jump in that fucking Aston Martin DB9 and peel the fuck out, right? All four tires burning rubber.
Well, see, that's because they're viewing it from a place where they know they ain't shit. You
Right, they
feel me?
know they ain't shit.
They know they ain't shit, and you happen to be the one to love on them and put a baby in them. But the whole time they viewing themselves like they ain't shit. So now
Yep.
they gotta hate on you, and you must not be shit for loving them or loving on them, because in their mind they like nigga I ain't shit.
Right.
But I gotta do this. I gotta bring some of the other brothers in this joint,
Most definitely, bro.
and I'm gonna drop you down, and I'm gonna just start bringing everybody in one by one. Because
Hell yeah.
this right here is a grievance show.
Most
Let's
definitely.
talk. Let's talk about it. I brought my man on here. I'm gonna call him bro. If you want, you can drop your website and some more of your personal details into the chat. That way, if anyone needs any work done, holler at him. I'll be broadcasting some of his stuff. I'll drop the link for his website in the community tab. That way you can see it's not a game. Being out here being a blue collar man is you make a lot of motherfucking money. But
Right.
even at the end of the day, it's not gonna make that bitch listen if that ain't your bitch. That
That's a
bitch,
fact.
that bitch will lay down beside you. She'll fuck
That's a
you.
fact.
She'll suck you. She'll try to actually suck the life out you for real, for real. In my case, mine tried to poison the life out of me. But that wasn't my bitch. That wasn't my bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
I had to come to that realization. You know.
Right.
But who's up? Who's next up in the round robin? Because I didn't want to bring everybody up first go around. Me just trying this shit, but I want brothers to be able to kind of vent and get that shit out.
Right.
Because this shit here is, to quote Black Ram, this shit is therapy, and we don't lie in therapy. Ain't no fictitious shit going on in therapy.
No.
We got to tell the truth, and this shit is healing. And when you
Right.
realize, when you really realize, if you go back and look at all the comments, bro, everybody that's chimed in has been through it to some varying degree, some degree. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you're not alone.
Right.
When
You're
when we,
not
when we
alone.
when we were chopping it up about this shit here, I was like, damn, what and this happened to me, and you were like, yeah, damn, this sound like my shit, because
Right.
they all had the same playbook, bro. That's the crazy part. And when you hear my story, then I hear your story, and we compare notes. It was like, oh shit. So now the next bitch come around, it's easy, bitch. I see you coming from a mile away.
Right.
It,
Right.
it sound we laugh about it now, but when we were going through it, that shit
Going
wasn't
through.
funny.
Yeah. And
That shit wasn't
hey,
funny at
listen.
all.
Hey, listen. And for the life of me, I don't know how I'm able to laugh about it right now because I'm still in the thick of this shit. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? And you know this because I mean, you know me. You know what I'm saying? We know each other personally, but I mean, bro. I'm still in the middle of this motherfucker. Like they taking shots on me and all type of shit. You understand what I'm saying? They don't. I mean, all the way down to the police and DSS and all that other shit. They don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in the
Uh,
thick of
Bro,
it.
bro, say that. Don't put that part out there. Say that for the thing we talked about. You dig what I'm
Got you.
saying?
Got you.
Here, I'm gonna do this. I think Snowman was next. Let me go ahead and
Yeah.
bring this brother up. I'm gonna drop you down if you want.
Right.
Participate in the chat, and
Be that.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you giving me an opportunity to share a little bit and speak with you. Most definitely.
Hey, ain't about nothing, fam. At the end of the day, all we got is us. You know.
Believe that.
All right. So as I said before, all I need is 10%. Just give me the 10%. I'd rather have the 10% that are motherfucking lions than the ones that are fucking sheep. The weak, the infirm, the I can't get my shit together ass motherfuckers. We all going through it. We've all been tested. We've all have been put through the fire. And at this juncture, if you're still crying about it, I'm gonna tell you shut the fuck up and cut that bullshit out. And here's a good path forward. Homie is a high earner by all rights, a high value man that made some moves the same way many of us have had to make moves in the streets and in business. And then at the end of the day, Keisha took a shit on him, Slim. It is what it is. That's why the motto is what it is. Fuck that. Get your blue book and get the fuck on. Get the fuck on. His baby. I ain't gonna give y'all too much information. I'm not supposed to. That's not my job. His baby is only at 5. So in a short span of 5 years, apparently, 2 to a few were good enough for the bitch to lay down and spread them wide and get impregnated and then push out this seed. You dig what I'm saying? That took at least 9 months. Then turn right back around and tell him he deserves to be locked up under the ground of the jail. You dig? Like, this is what we dealing with, bro. This is what we dealing with. But most motherfuckers won't put a voice to the shit because, nigga, man, I get it's some embarrassment. Motherfuckers be like, yeah, you ain't no real dude because you can't control your bitch. Well, that nigga cowers every time his mama get to yelling. Fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying? He ain't telling his mama shut the fuck up. I've told my mama shut the fuck up. When it come down to it, I've had to talk to my mama like she was a hoe in the street. The bitch respected that. That let me know where she really came from at the end of the day. And I was disgusted, like, ew. But is what it is. Is what it is. Next up, come on, Brudgeon. Add you to the stage. Bang. Snowman. What's going on, family?
Hey, what's going on? How are you?
Another day, man. Another day. Fighting, trying to fight the good fight, as always.
Speaking of fighting a good fight, I am 2 years removed from having pancreatic cancer. The state of Indiana won't give me any money.
Mhm.
State of Indiana gave me the finger and said, go back to work. State of Indiana says, you're well, you can go back to work. And they threw my wife's salary in my face as a reason why I can't get any aid. I can't get Medicaid. I can't get Medicare. I can't get any SSI. None of that because my wife makes too much money.
Right.
That's the first thing. The second thing
Good.
is I never dispelled the story upon you, sir. But last year, my wife and I drove to Chicago for a football game that I broadcast.
Mhm.
We're up in the booth, just having a blast. My entire crew, wife included, because my wife was my social media mistress. Posting stuff from the booth, posting stuff from the game. When it got to be halftime, and my wife came behind me and started giving me a massage, every black woman's eye in the place was on us. And if you look at the picture of my wife and I, you'll understand why.
Yep. Totally get it. Totally get it. Hmm. Well, in their minds, they believe that you don't deserve love, good sir. You don't deserve the affection. You don't
Yep.
deserve none of that. You know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
deserve
They
the
don't.
old school love my parents had.
No, no, no. Of course not. No, 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 no. They think that you deserve nothing. And if you ain't giving them nothing, you ain't getting nothing. And how dare your beautiful wife show you a slight tidbit of affection, any morsel of love out this bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Although,
when she came up behind me and started massaging my shoulders and I relaxed, when I tell you every female eye in the booth was on us, I mean just that.
Yeah, yeah. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it.
I
Well,
have been ridiculed my entire life for the way I speak.
oh yeah, definitely. I'm from DC, so with that being said, literally,
You understand where my plight comes from.
yes, sir. If you are articulate, you talking like you're white. If you decide to just be hood as fuck, you're talking like you're ghetto. There's no win.
Yep.
There's no win.
There's
There's no
nothing.
win. Nah.
I have been speaking like this since my parents got on me at age 7 about how to speak in public. I just decided to turn it into a career, which is now in its 29th season.
Right.
And I still get the, you sound like you're white at age 52.
Well, see what the beauty of it that they don't realize. I can talk to you just like this and be very eloquent while I roll a blunt and load this magazine full of shrapnel because I used what do you call that? I can't think of the name of it. It's a material your toilet's made out of it. Damn it. Ceramic. And it's gonna just turn as soon as it hits you, it's gonna just shred you up. But I can speak like this. It doesn't change the nature of the person though.
It sure doesn't.
How eloquent they may speak. So you got to be careful. Too many of our people assume that if you talk good, then that means you ain't hood. No, I can talk good and be hood as fuck, for real. But that makes you dangerous. That's that plantation behavior. I hate it personally.
I think of it like this. I've been ridiculed my entire life. It bothered me once upon a time. It doesn't bother me as much now, especially since I have my family. You can say whatever you want about me. I'm tough as nails. You say something about my family, I turn into either the Undertaker or the Rock, and I'm rock bottom in your ass without question.
Yeah. Well, they want you to be a paper tiger. They want you to be a paper tiger. That's the only way that this or that community can stand. They have to feed on you. It's a very parasitic relationship where you can only roar at everyone else, but you can't turn right back around and roar on them and then bare your fangs and do damage. Like that's part of the reason why they play the dumbass games they play. Because they never expect those fangs and those claws to be bared and then dug into them.
Or in my case, they don't expect me to breathe fire. My wife doesn't call me dragon for nothing.
Yeah.
Even with a bad kidney, even with going through pancreatic cancer, even with me just barely getting my legs back under me, they don't expect me to breathe fire.
Well, let me share a little bit of my background, right?
All right.
After all the time overseas contracting with the government, with the DOD, and surviving all that bullshit, the bombs, the shrapnel, seeing people die and get eviscerated, after all that, my loving wife at the time decided I want that life insurance policy. And here's where shit got funky, like real funky. I know I can go back and forth with you because I already know you fully understand where I'm coming from.
Oh yeah.
She slipped me a Mickey. She gave me something that wasn't right, and I was fading in and out of consciousness. Right, oh girl, at that point in time, she waited until it was New Year's Eve and tried to roll out.
Ouch.
It was like a morbid game of red light, green light. That's my best description of it. Here's the reason why. I'd pass out, green light. I'd come to again, red light. She'd stop and freeze in place. Turn around, and somehow God said, Jesus said, Allah, Yahweh, whatever you call him, was like, yeah, live anyway.
Yep.
Didn't transpire. This itch was gone. This bitch was gone at her best friend's house. She slipped me to Mickey, but still had me in the house getting ready to transition with my kids in the house.
Mm.
Guess where she got the game from? My motherfucking mama. This is all because I stopped trying to be a part of that whole community and society.
I knew it.
You know what I'm saying? That's the mentality that you're fighting against. That kind of evil, sir. You got to put a stake in the heart and cut the head off like it's Dracula, because it might come back. You know what I'm saying? And the moment
to go through that in the form of my sister. No, check that. My sister and my mother. Why? My beautiful daughter. When my daughter was welcomed, I got one question and one question. I got one thing and one thing only from my mother. Are you going to be there for her? That pissed me off.
See, the better question is, why wouldn't I be? You dig what I'm saying? Like, they expect you to be the fuck up, but in reality, they're the ones that are fucked up.
Yeah. And my mom flipped into that attitude after my dad died in 2007. A switch, I swear to God, a switch flipped. A switch flipped. Right. And my mother became all about money. Gynocracy personified, if you get the idea.
Yep.
And I kept hearing from my mother and my sister, that's not your baby. That's not your baby. Bitch, I saw Donna Marie be born into the world on March 6, 2013 at 2:48 Eastern Daylight Time in the afternoon. That's all I need. Anything else is gravy. Now, if you don't like it, kiss the back of my fat ass. I said that entire sentence to my sister, and she never really expected me, part of the gynocracy, as you said earlier this evening, sir. She never expected me to fire back.
No, they don't. They don't. Bare your fangs and your claws to everyone else, but not to me. Be a paper tiger for me. Be a good paper tiger and take all this abuse, and I'm gonna burn holes in you with these cigarettes and you know, put you too close to the fireplace. And I know you don't like being hung up with the fridge, but I'm gonna do it any goddamn way.
Yep.
Until you stop and you refuse. Then that's when shit changes.
Until you stop, until you refuse, or in my case, on September 1st, 2021, when I was on my way to honor the death of my mother, until you go the fuck off.
Yep, that part too.
Because my sister informed. Gentlemen, listen to me carefully. This is a fucked up way to find out that your mother died. When your sister says unto you, and I quote, your mother passed away.
What? What do you mean, your mother?
You heard me.
What the fuck?
Now, do you understand?
Oh, hell no. Nah, bitch.
My mother, she said your mother passed away. And I was with my wife at the time, and we were in North Carolina. And it didn't hit me. It really didn't hit me until we were about an hour away from Chicago. Because, and this is how down my wife Jody is. When I got the news that my mother died, the first thing Jody said to me was, when do we go to Chicago? I said, baby, we can leave tonight if you want. She said, let's go home, pack a bag, and we're out.
So, gentlemen, for all those who have not seen the previous video I made called, forgive my language, no offense, sir. Good sir. White girls do it better. They play the game better. They play it so much motherfucking better. This is a shining fucking example.
You expect me to be offended by that? You expect me to be offended by that title when Jody's been 10 toes down for me since September 1st, 2018? Brother, I take no offense, see no offense. It's just a plain fact.
They do it so much better. So much.
I've seen it in Chicago and other places for 52 years. I've seen it my entire adult. I've seen it when I went away to Missouri for college at age 18. That's when it crystallized.
Well, I'm curious. I want to. I'm not gonna lie to you. I want to hear a little bit more about why your sister said your mother died, not we lost, but your, just you. It's like it's all on you. She
Because
had nothing to do with it.
she believes it's all on me. She believes that uh to be perfectly honest, I don't know what the fuck she believes, but she laid a sentence on my wife, didn't have the balls to tell me that Jody later told me, and I snapped. Gentlemen, buckle up. I was taping a show one day, and I went to a break because I wanted to get some lunch while my wife was working. So Jody took her lunch, came in, and she said, I got something to tell you. I said, talk to me. She goes, your sister told me that it was my fault that you got cancer. I froze. And I was speechless. And I said, would you say that to me again, please? She said, Nicole told me that it was my fault that you got cancer. Now, if anyone heard the equation and the missing part of it, I'll give you one guess as to why Nicole thought that way.
What the fuck?
Your Honor, I rest my case. I got the hell out of the gynocracy at age 18. I got reintroduced to it at age 30 when I had to move back home from Minnesota. I got the hell out for good 5 years after that because I got fucking tired. I got tired of my sister throwing little shots at me because of who I married.
And they will. They will. See,
Man,
the contention between Keisha and Becky ain't got shit to do with me or you.
nope.
That's contention that they have for one another because one is on a higher pedestal because of social the way society is formed up right now.
Mhm.
And as of right now, we don't have an extreme amount of control over that. But keep in mind, 2,000 plus years ago, it was in reverse. You
Yep.
get what I'm saying? But
Yep.
also, if you go all the way back, like I'm not a extremely spiritual person, but
Mhm.
if you look in the Bible, right, it's been telling you that from Genesis, these hoes been hard headed for a long fucking time,
Long time since
and
the beginning thereof.
everyone says that Bible, that's us. Yes, it is. Yes, 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 yes. That was definitely us. And bitch, that was definitely you. Their behavior hasn't changed. It's
In
been it's been
fact,
it's been it's been very consistent. If that
in,
bitch ain't listening to God, she ain't listening to you. So
in
no
fact,
matter how
my
much
friend,
logic you bring, no matter how much truth you bring to her, it's always gonna be the same exact shit. They're a broken product out of the box. Brothers, don't blame yourselves. That's the
please
part they're
don't.
not going to tell you.
You
They're
know why they
broken.
won't tell you? Because they want you to keep drinking the drunk Kool-Aid, to
That is an
borrow a
absolute
phrase.
fact. That is an absolute fact.
They want you
That
to
is,
keep drinking the cocktail
yes, sir.
in its literal form.
Mm.
They want, listen, I have been laughed at by my mother for years because my favorite comedian is George Carlin. And anybody that's familiar with George Carlin realizes that George Carlin told the truth about society and this country in the 70s.
Yes,
and it's
I
coming
agree.
true now.
Yo,
And it's deadly true now.
there was a celebrity that did they did an interview on God damn it. See, you forced me to think. I got a shift. I got a shift. God damn it. I got to shift modes.
I'm a broadcaster. I understand about shifting at the last minute.
Yo, Richard Pryor. That's the comedian.
Yes.
They did an interview on Richard Pryor, and there was a show that he did. I can't quote it verbatim, but that was back in the 70s or 80s. Maybe don't quote me, y'all. Y'all gonna have to look this shit up. And he stepped on stage, and his face went still, and he said, "I'm God. I'm God." And he said, "Where's my son? I'm supposed to pick him up around this time." Well, what you? Then he came to the realization that his son had been taken. I gotta use my words carefully. Then he said, "Okay, well, shit, y'all, you people did that to my son. Well, where's Martin then? Where's Martin? Where's Malcolm? Where's Malcolm?" So all of the people that were sent to deliver the message, all the messengers, somehow, some way, left this place prematurely due to human interference, right? See, Richard was able to come up with that because he has a heart. He's a humanitarian. He was bringing people back into reality of what is. These bitches, however, they don't give a fuck about none of that.
They gives no fuck. They gives no shits. They gives no. What's a phrase I use often that my publisher's going to use when I publish my book? They give they give 2/5 of a half of a damn.
Yeah. Once brothers come to that real realization, because that includes your mama, your sister, your aunties, your cousins. I hate to say it like this, but even your daughter, Slim, if they're not nurtured and protected properly, which is going to be a hell of a fucking thing because American influence reaches overseas.
And a fight and a half.
Bro, like I had to send one of mine away because she was just too far gone. I'm like, you were too broken. By the time I fought and got her back, I got into a whole legal debate and argument with the AG of the place I was living in. You dig what I'm saying?
Yep.
This motherfucker was smart enough to get the fuck up and leave out the room. Everybody else, all the peons, they wanted to argue. And I roasted and fried their ass and made them look like complete imbeciles. So by the time I went back to court, they were like, "Nigga, take this child and go. Please. Please stop it." But they don't expect us to be that astute. You know what I'm saying?
They don't expect us to fight back.
No, they don't.
They just expect us at a young age to take in everything black and say everything is great that's black, and a lot of things are. Don't get it twisted. However, at age 10, when I heard my first Bulls game on WIND radio in Chicago, I heard the voice of the person who would become my inspiration of being a play-by-play announcer. Look up the name Jim Durham.
Okay.
And the fight began. Why? Jim Durham was not black. Jack Buck was not black. Vin Scully was not black. Pat Summerall, Dick Enberg, Al Michaels. Do I need to continue the list?
Hold up 1 second. I have to acknowledge my brother right here and what he just said. That part right there on screen. Yes, sir. That is right. That is right.
It's been fucked up since.
Bro, broken. I got a few years on you, Slim, but once you come to that realization, you know how to handle them for real.
Home run. See, Broken Blade just hit a home run with that statement.
You goddamn right. Broken be fucking shit up, dog. Broken really be
Broken
on point with
played.
a lot, man. Broken is a special
Broken
motherfucker out
Blade
this
with
bitch.
this statement right here. Broken Blade saw a fastball on a tee and knew what to do with it.
Smack that motherfucker right out
He
the park.
rocked that some bitch off the scoreboard.
I'm just saying, bro.
Dented the son of a bitch with it.
I'm just saying. Broken.
Hey,
that statement
Broken
right there
Blade,
is why
okay.
they act the way they act, bro.
Mhm.
Straight up. They feel as though they hold some position of benevolence and you are beneath them. That's
Mhm.
why the Snowman. That's why your sister was talking cash trash shit to the wife, but at the
Yep.
same time, as she's talking shit on her high horse, she knows her social position for real here in America, it still is what it is. So she's still looking up while she's talking shit, but trying to look fucking down. It's
And
a
she didn't
fucking
expect-
sick psychosis, bro.
Wait a minute. And she didn't expect Jody to talk to me. Because we women, we don't tell him, man, Jody came to me the moment after Nicole spoke that sentence. The absolute moment. And then Jody decided to couple it with, I don't know what your sister's on, but I don't want to meet her anymore. You think I didn't do a praise dance in my office?
Mm-hmm. See, you know what? That's another thing for the brother, for the passport bros. Let me touch on this real quick. My G's, my guys, if you can make yourself into the mightiest form you can, and never ever bring that bitch back here. If you do, ain't no motherfucking cookout no more. Ain't no motherfucking Thanksgiving. Ain't no motherfucking Christmas dinner. Nigga, you the Grinch. You are protecting your. Yeah.
There's no New Year's dinner. There's no holiday dinner. Listen, let me borrow the words of Eddie Murphy from 1987. He said it in Eddie Murphy Raw. Now, I don't expect the passport bros to go get a bushwoman. This is for purposes of repeating humor, but teaching a lesson. When Eddie Murphy said, and I quote, "You go out to Africa and get you a bushwoman. You can't let her mingle with American women because they'll change your shit up." That's the only sentence I needed to hear.
Yeah. See,
that's the only sentence I needed to hear.
The way the gynocracy really functions is a way of destruction, but it's not destruction of them or your marriage. No, it's destruction of you.
Yep.
They want that bitch to explode and implode on you.
When she said what she said to Jody, she expected to ruin my marriage. What she didn't realize is that we got closer. What she also didn't realize is that I kicked cancer in the ass.
Yeah. See, salute the Quiet Storm. That's all the brothers showing up. Yeah, goddamn.
Can I get a witness on that one?
Yo, congratulations, brother. Congratulations, because that right there is an amazing thing. Pancreatic. The odds of surviving pancreatic cancer is like surviving a shot wound to the face.
Stage 4 pancreatic cancer. Duke University Cancer Center, which I'm going to stick a lawsuit up their ass when I get everything together, told my wife bluntly that there was nothing they can do about the tumor that I had, and told her to go back home to Indiana and get her affairs in order.
See, but here's the craziest part. Was I gotta ask the question: was your sister aware that you were fighting cancer?
She was aware,
but still said that fuck shit though to your wife.
Said that fuck shit to my bride.
The fuck, bro?
Do you understand me? I took the chance of letting my friends and family know through Facebook that old Snowman was fighting cancer. About a month later, that happened.
Let me tell you something from my experience. Just coming from my humble perspective, after 40, I'm 42 now. After 42 years of fighting my fights, from my vantage point in my foxhole, by my
Mhm.
goddamn self. Here's what I know. My mama gave my ex-wife the old school how to poison a nigga and get him up out of here game. After I
Mm.
went through that and I survived that part, that let me know that if my mama is
Yeah.
with the shit, all these bitches is probably with the
All
shit. You
all these
did?
bitches are in the game. You understand me? Let me
You
put it in
did?
a sporting term. All these bitches are in the lineup.
I'm
And
just
you're in
saying.
Washington, D.C., and I can use this term very, very proudly because I loved the Redskins growing up. All these bitches were part of the offensive line of the Redskins. The nickname, the Hogs.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
I'm not saying, I'm just saying out loud.
Mm.
They're all in the game after. And I think it crystallized for me when I came back home and I changed majors
Mm.
because I tried computer science in 1990. I tried it again in 1991 and found out it wasn't doing anything for me. So, fall of 1992, I decided to make a switch. The first woman that found out was my mother.
Mm.
Do I
See,
need to tell you what happened next?
if you wanna divulge that, cool. But I can already probably see.
I'll tell you exactly what happened next. There was a fight and a half. My father, bless his soul, gave me a hug and said two things. One, don't let anyone, including me and your mother, tell you what to pursue and what you need to do. Don't let anyone stop you from chasing your dreams. The
Right.
second thing he told me, I am so glad you found what you wanted to do. He said that in the fall of 1992.
See, the I have
Let me
I
say
have
that again proudly. He said that in the fall of 1992. 3 years later, I called my first game.
right. See, I got I have I got a batch of mixed feelings. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I don't like using that word feeling because I just really learned how to do that again. You know what I mean?
I
That sh-
understand.
that shit was cut off for a while. So
Hmm.
me and that word would that word was a dirty word. But I got a batch of mixed feelings when it comes to the men that came before us. Respect
Yeah.
them, yes.
Yep.
But somewhere between our fathers and our grandfathers and our great grandfathers' time, something fucked
Hmm.
up. Something unclean fell in that milk, and it produced a
Found
batch of
nothing.
bullshit. Like,
Found nothing. They did a goddamn cannonball.
yeah,
They did it.
yeah,
They did a goddamn cannonball because I can tell you straight out. I see looks on my late father's face. I saw looks on his face every day that said, "What the fuck am I doing here?"
yeah, yeah. That part.
I
But be,
saw it.
but see, being that devoted man, I did a video
Mhm.
called "Walking Away."
Yep.
A lot of this shit here is based on you not walking the fuck away. When
Walking
I
the fuck
walked
off.
away, I had so much more peace, and everybody was trying to shame me for it. But I'm like, this bitch tried to kill me. They like, yeah, forget that part though. I'm like, no,
Mhm. I
I,
walked the fuck off like Frank Thomas hit a home run. Okay, let me go one step further. The last straw for me in dealing with the gynocracy was something my mother said to me in 2008, 6 months after my father died. When my mother said, and again, I caution the fellas, buckle up. I was depressed, living on my own in Gary, Indiana, when my father died. My father died and I was a wreck. The same way my grandpa died in 1988, I was a bigger wreck. I was a wreck when my dad died.
Right.
In
Right.
2008, after my father died, and in 2016 after my daughter died, my mother and my sister said the same statement to me, and that statement was, "You don't have time to be depressed." I put my shoes on, metaphorically, and walked the fuck off from the gynocracy once and for all.
See,
I walked off like Scott Podsednik against the Astros in 2005. And that was one of the last sports moments that I got to share with my dad because he was fighting prostate cancer. One of the last sports moments I got to share with my dad. The absolute last one was the NBA Finals in 2007 because he died on the 12th. And we reminisced all day.
well,
So to
the
any
bless.
man out there who lost their dad, who was close to their dad, and you lost him and lost your treasure, because my dad was my treasure. My dad told me, go for your dreams and don't stop. And those words are echoed through my wife on a daily basis. And the gynocracy wants to stop every black man from chasing his dreams, which is why I close my show every morning by saying, if your dreams don't scare you, then they're not big enough.
Facts. Fucking facts. Fucking facts. If the brother that was on before you, me and him talk on a pretty regular basis, and he can vouch for me. I don't know if he's still listening. If you are, put a one in the chat, good sir. I build businesses just to funnel in enough income that way I can build a whole nother one.
Yes.
This is what I do, and I won't stop. Not because I'm a greedy motherfucker, but I won't stop because I refuse to be satisfied with the meager fucking things in life. And I want enough to dump back into my brothers. You know what I'm saying? If I can do it, I'm a Southeast DC single mother, Keisha raised. The bitch happened to go to the military. Pops, the dude I thought was my pops, was a Green Beret. Didn't get breakfast on Saturday morning until after we do this 2-mile run. Ghetto ass nigga. And that's how I was raised. And I had to find my way about that and fight my way about that with no direction, bro. None. But yet this same ghetto Southeast raised nigga, who's the dude he thought was his pops, found out a little while later that ain't your daddy, because she had a wild hair up her ass and just told me the fucking truth. I'm like, well, who is he? And she never said shit.
Of course.
I went around the fucking world. I've had the opportunity to go around the world, bro. And what I've discovered is this is what the fuck they do. Because your story,
what they are ingrained to do. You understand that? This is what they are ingrained to do since Eve. Okay.
And I believe it's at a genetic level at this point. Me personally, I think it's at a level at the genetic level, because you can have a woman that has everything she wants, needs, the means, resources, and she will still fuck her life off to go fuck with Pookie real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something. My nephew is 27. I haven't seen him in 5 years. Guess why?
What's up?
Take a guess. Take a wild guess as to why I haven't seen my nephew grow into the 6'2" figure that he is.
His mama pulled some fuck shit. Am I close?
You're right on the money. Let me give you an example. Remington came to me when he was old enough. Remington came to me and said, Uncle B, can we go to a White Sox game? Fuck yeah, man. We made plans to go to a White Sox game. Those plans got picked off I'm just going to let that sit for a minute and a half. Those plans that me and Remington made to go to a White Sox game, boys being boys. You understand me? Because he's begged me to take him to a White Sox game for many, many years. And one day when the Gynocracy was not around, we made plans to go to a White Sox game. I
Big
bought
brother.
the tickets. I got the seats. I had club seats at New Comiskey Park for me and my nephew. My nephew, who was born with a hole in his throat in 1998, my nephew was going to teach me how to use the goddamn machine that his mother used. Those plans got picked off every time. We made 7 different sets of plans to sneak away to go to a White Sox game. Each time, those plans got picked off.
See, hold on one second. Good sir. Shout out to Red Sigma. Shout out to Red Sigma. Mhm. Sir,
Every
you want the
cent.
money. You want the money. You want the money.
Mm-hmm.
You want the money.
Scored in the foul for Red Sigma with this statement.
Mhm. Yep. And then I gotta skip down all the way to the bottom for this one. Shout out to Broken Blade. Because at the
Yep.
end of the day, that's
Yep.
what it is.
Yep.
That's what it is.
Remington was a baseball fan. Why? My crazy ass.
Yeah. Well, see,
Remington was a baseball fan. He wasn't a baseball fan around the Gynocracy, i.e., his mother and his grandmother. He became a baseball fan because of Grandpapa and Uncle. Get the idea?
well, they want placeholders for fathers. They want somebody that's gonna be a temporary placeholder, not the actual father. Because if you're the actual father, then you can actually take custody and usher that child away from them. They want to keep them and mold them and craft them into whatever the fuck they got planned, and hope it works.
And pray that it works. Not even hope it works. They pray that it works.
No, I agree. I agree.
They pray that it works.
That's
and
why
all my nephew wanted to do was go to a White Sox game with me.
Well, see, that's why I'm doing this here. It's a little something different. It's a little something different. It's not my norm, but I've heard so many fucked up stories that brothers like Machismo, who ain't got no kids, that was feeling bad about it initially, is like, thank God, because like literally, when you become one of those guys that have kids, or one of those guys who is the good uncle that's out here and doing shit, and you see the fuck shit, bro, it's just like, get the fuck out of here. It like
when you see the fuck shit, more to the point, when you live through the fuck shit.
That part.
When
that
you
part right
live
there.
when you live through the fuck shit. Not only my nephew wanting to go to a White Sox game, my nephew wanted to go to a game that I was announcing. It didn't matter what school I was. He preferred to go to one on the southwest side so he didn't have to deal with the Gynocracy, if you get the idea. Because whenever I had a Catholic League game, my nephew wanted to go. Those plans got intercepted.
Right.
Hell, I'll tell y'all something real fucked up. In 2011, I got credentials to cover a Bulls game, which led to a 4-year relationship I had with the Bulls thanks to a friend of mine. I didn't tell anybody. I came in the afternoon I was due at the United Center. I raced upstairs. I took a shower. And then I'm on my way down with the backpack over my shoulder. And the first thing my sister said to me was, "Can you get me tickets for tonight's Bulls game?" Fuck. How did she know? Like, Nicole, I don't know what you're talking about. I gotta go. You need to get me tickets. You need to bite my ass. My friend Mark was waiting for me. I ran out to the car, shirt, tie, and all, hopped in the car, and I said, Mark, take off. He took off. 3 weeks later, it happened again. And this time, LeBron James and the Miami Heat were in town. My sister had her hand out again. We nearly came to blows. But given the fact there was 2 of them and 1 of me, I didn't want to wind up in jail.
Well, see, here's the thing. She was trying to get to that NBA baller baby
She,
money.
she was trying to get
was
to the
about.
NBA. She was trying to get to the NBA baller. I went to my game. I came back with a smile on my face, and every light in the house was on, like I had snuck out to meet a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Which came a year later, but that's another story. Anyway, I came in the house, and my mother's waiting for me, and I said, what? First of all, address your mother the same way you would address a regular woman. Okay, what?
Yeah, it is.
And she says, you need to apologize to your sister. Wrong answer. Nicole needs to apologize to me. Why would she do that? Because she almost put my association with the Chicago Bulls as a working member of Chicago media in jeopardy. All for a goddamn ticket that you weren't able to get anyway because the United Center has been sold out for years and there won't be a ticket available until 2016. Now then, I'm going to bed.
The problem is
they don't
she
like
knew. No. The problem is she knew what the fuck she was trying to get to that game for.
Oh, I know.
You just fucked up the NBA baby baller money, my G.
And
do your part. Do your part. Shut up. Do your part, goddammit.
Exactly. I knew all of that. But at the expense of expense of my professional association with the Chicago Bulls and at the same team in that building, the Chicago Blackhawks. Bullshit.
Yeah, but fuck all that though. Fuck all that. We need to she need to catch this NBA ping real quick and get preggo.
We need to catch this NBA check. I already know what she was up to.
You know what I'm saying?
I smelled that trap when she opened her mouth and the fumes came out of it.
Well, yeah. Let me do this because like I never go this long, typically ever. But this shit here has been epic. I said fuck it. I tried just to see, test it. I had many theories on shit. But Snowman, good sir, I do appreciate you. If you can drop your channel link in the chat, I would greatly appreciate that.
I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you very much.
Drop all your info. That way people can get in contact, reach out, donate if need be, and for the future. But I'm gonna go ahead and drop you down, good sir, because I want you to come back and hit us with some more. They're good right there. They're good. They're good. You feel me?
Done.
Because over here you can open up and just be you, brother. Be you. Say what you're gonna say. Ain't no censorship and none of that. If they take the channel, who gives a fuck? I make money anyway. Kiss the backside of my cock. Fuck you. Anyway, but the point is, let's just go ahead and put the truth out this bitch. Because that's one thing I think a lot of motherfuckers are missing. You dig what I'm saying to you? I got fucked over and I'm a 6-figure dude.
Yep.
I'm being paid by the Department of whatever, the DOD. And I got fucked over.
6-figure dudes, it happens to 7-figure dudes. I lived in Chicago for 30 years. Seen it, been there, done that, got the t-shirt, burnt the sumbitch when I got done with it.
I'm just trying to say, bro. Like literally, you're picking from shit. You're trying to pick the seeds out of shit that way you can eat it and hope it do something good for you. Brothers, it ain't gonna happen.
As Lewis Black, I leave you with this. As Lewis Black said best in his special Red, White, and Screwed, and I apply this statement not just to the gynocracy, but also to this election. It's a choice between 2 bowls of shit. Find
Yep.
the lie.
None to be found.
Thanks for
I,
having me. I appreciate you.
not a problem, good sir. Not a problem. If anyone else wants to come up, we got time for one more. This will put me way over time. You know, I ain't got no fucking videos on no soundboard and no shit like that. We just gonna chop it up. So we'll leave it. We'll leave it there. If anybody else wants to come up, give your account, give you a story, because the crazy part is these stories are very real. And whenever you reach on down into that good old sack of truth and you pull up the truth and you levy a bitch with it, they gonna swear for God you lying and you so wrong and how could you blah 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 blah. But fuck all that though. Fuck all that. You can't make this shit up. Even if you try, you can't make this shit up, bro. That's why I wanted the homie to come on to hit you with his real life story. Because that real life story wound up affecting him in his life today. You know what I'm saying? So I understand if you may be a little timid because, you know, nigga, it's me. I ain't gonna say nothing too wild. I will be a perfect mirror. I will reflect your energy. I will I'll turn up just a little bit to keep shit going, but pretty much, but pretty much in a nutshell, like this is shit that needs to be documented for the motherfucking future. Because if you ain't motherfucking letting niggas know ahead of time what the fuck they gonna jump out here and expecting to, and what they can expect and what they gonna see, you're doing everyone a disservice. Because the same story that they the brother Snowman just told, dog, I believe a good part of that it really fucking happened. You wanna know why? Because it sounds too much like the shit I had to deal with. But it is what it is. If that's all for the night, I'll give it a few more minutes and I'll shut everything down. But no, Dama hoes, that's gonna be a real thing. At first, I was gonna call it FUgram, but I just say we start building a database for these hoes. Let's start doming these bitches out. You can type in a whole bio on this bitch and be like, oh, stay away from this hoe. Quantification from 33rd and 9th Street. Yeah. That hoe did me dirty. And just step straight up, like, yeah. Build a whole website where you can just upload a whole photo and be like, yeah, backstory. Nigga, watch out for this. Nigga, watch out for that. I ain't dealing with this shit. I'm gone and you out. And then give you reasons why and boom. Brothers can take it at face value. Well, not. And they can find out about quantification. That's their choice. You know what I'm saying? And last one coming from broken. Going once. Going twice. I think we all clear. All right. Well, that's the case. If we clear, then we clear. Shout out to my brothers. Shout out to Machismo TV, the flagship. Shout out to me saying fuck all these hoes and all this scut bucket scallywag bitches and looking for new and more inventive and creative ways to fry they motherfucking ass. Because the truth is like the light, baby. It's gonna get out there. You can't stop the sun from shining, bitch. And you can't keep from getting drugged the fuck out here either, ho. But that's just my personal motherfucking opinion. Maybe I'm wrong for it. Maybe I'm right for it. I'll let history decide. But either way, I don't give a fuck. You dig what I'm saying? I don't care. I don't care. It's not going to affect anything I do and how I make my money. I give no fucks. So simple, plain, easy. Fuck all these bitches. Fuck all these hoes. Fuck these scut buckets, these hoes, these scallywags, these raggedy bitches putting your kid on goddamn SSI, claiming they retarded. I said it, yeah, retarded. Your seed is being claimed as retarded, dog. And they gonna give them the kind of medication to slow them down or her down, that way they can't function out here in life. That's what the fuck we dealing with. And the more we talk about these things, the more we shine a light on these things, the more the truth comes out, the worse they fucking look. And I'm not mad about that. Fuck them. Oh, if you don't want little Tay-Tay getting a retarded check, you better open your goddamn mouth, nigga. Because when we talk about these things, this shit goes all over the fucking world, my G. All over the world. So we're putting people who don't know on to the game, dog. The grand game of these bitches fuck shit that they've been running. And you're making it so they can't run this game no more. You feel me? Or maybe I'm just, viewing it from a male basher's perspective that hates all women type shit. But I don't. I love me some pussy. Love it. Love it. I love me a good hoe too. The same way I love me a good cigar. Good for the moment, bad for the long term though. But when you start putting them on blast, however, you become the bad guy. But just my opinion. If you brothers want to say something, you can say something. Open up the platform that where y'all can go ahead and speak. YouTube gonna do what it do. I really don't care. It is what it is. Shout out to Broken. Yep. And ta-da. Yet again, Broken does it again. Great winner in the show, good sir. Salute to you. Salute to you. Well played. I'm out.